A new relationship with my higher power. Just a few months after connecting with the land and the Tarkine, I had a deep calling to attend a Reiki certification program at a beautiful meditation studio in Los Angeles. As divine timing would have it, an emergency came up, causing me to reschedule my Reiki Level 1 experience at the very last minute. The studio graciously accepted my needs and offered me a combined Reiki 1 and 2 immersion experience the following month. I was guided to my Reiki master, and yet again my understanding of a higher power began to change. I had just been Reiki attuned for the very first time and was released into creative expression when I grabbed a golden yellow marker and my hand began interpreting the experience that was still occurring in my mind's eye. On the paper before me emerged a golden energy field, a vertical oval shape representing a body not solidly formed, but representing a pulsating of condensed energy from the core of the oval. A circle appeared at the top of the oval. This circle appeared as more of a swirling golden energy. This circle of swirling energy then had an energy field radiating outwardly from it. Above the swirling golden circle was a bright bluish-white funnel of energy pouring infinitely into it from the heavens. Just as the image appeared before me, my body settled with a deep sense of contentment that I had just witnessed, as if from out of my body, the integration of this divine energy from the universal source into my soul. We were now entangled and connected, and from the very first second this energy penetrated my earthly being, I knew I had met a familiar home. It was as if this divine remembering had been cracked open from behind a barricaded cave. This energy felt familiar, and I knew that it was safe to receive. After completing my golden energy reflection, I picked up a faint white marker and began to trace the edges of the paper with the words now pouring out of me. With each wave of energy, the gold energy rocked back and forth from the top. As more Reiki was received, the gold became more centered until it was still. Then the gold was taken over by a pure white light. All gold was gone, and all that was left was the pure white light. Calm, pure, powerful, beautiful. It is this purest energy that will heal each of us. It is Source. She is in me. She has invited me to spread this light to all who are willing to receive her light and love. Reiki is a sacred Japanese healing art that literally translates to divine universal life force energy, pronounced Rei-Ki. Reiki is a healing modality that is available to everyone to raise their vibration for a life of maximum joy and empowerment. Practicing and/or receiving Reiki is taking the initiative to dissolve your ego and realign with your highest self. Everything and everyone has a living energy field, commonly referred to as our aura. Reiki works within that energy field to balance it and return it into a natural state of homeostasis. The electrical and magnetic qualities of Reiki can even be scientifically measured. Bernadette Duran, B.S., RMT, explains in her 2009 publication, The Science Behind Reiki. One of the most basic laws of physics, Ampere's law, explains the electrical and magnetic energies in and around the human body. Ampere's law says that when electrical currents flow through conductors, whether they are wires or living tissue, a magnetic field is produced in the surrounding space. Since living tissue, including our heart and other muscles, the brain and other organs, conducts electricity, the law of physics means they create a magnetic field around the body, called the biomagnetic field. Similar to other commonly used sophisticated tools of Western medicine, pulsing magnetic fields can jumpstart the healing of tissue, bone, and other body parts. Dr. John Zimmerman measured the magnetic field frequencies of Reiki practitioners while they worked on clients and found that they all emitted similar frequencies from their hands. Reiki practitioners are not giving away any of their energy to the recipients. Rather, they are acting as a conduit for the frequency of the universal life force energy to flow through. Duran explains, some scientists call it the tuning fork of the planet, claiming that it generates natural healing properties when living things are entrained to its rhythm. Being one who loves to geek out on the scientific reasoning behind any spiritual practice, there have been many discoveries supporting the use of Reiki healing. Very prestigious medical institutions, such as Johns Hopkins and the Mayo Clinic, are now even integrating Reiki into their hospitals. According to the Center for Integrative Medicine at Cleveland Clinic, Reiki complements all other types of medical and therapeutic treatments. Reiki treatments should not be used as a substitute for consultation of a physician, a practitioner of natural therapeutics, or a psychotherapist. Reiki can increase the efficacy of other types of healing. Reiki treatment may support the following: bringing about a peaceful, deep state of relaxation, dissolve energy blockages and tension, detoxify the body, support the well-being of a person receiving traditional medical treatments that are debilitating, for example, chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, kidney dialysis, supply universal life force energy to the body, stimulate the body's immune system, help to relieve pain, stimulate tissue and bone healing after injury or surgery, increase the vibrational frequency on physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. Reiki has emerged more so now than ever before during a time of deep awakening on our planet. Now that we are understanding the physical effects of our emotions and the energy in our bodies and overall well-being, Reiki is an extremely gentle and effective way to reconnect with ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, to release what is no longer serving us. Reiki is delivered with the intention that it is always for whatever is of our highest good. While I originally had intended to dive deeper into Reiki healing for personal use, after years of receiving treatment from a Reiki master in Arizona, I had found myself being given the opportunity to now become certified as a Reiki practitioner. Not only did this attune me to be able to deliver Reiki to others, but I also became proficient in distance healing. The beautiful thing about Reiki is that being source energy, or universal life force energy, we are working at higher frequencies than that of modern technologies. The energy cannot be disturbed by time or space. Thus, practitioners attuned to level 2 can deliver Reiki to anyone on the planet. Even more incredible, since Reiki is not limited to time or space, we can also deliver Reiki to the past and present. It is common after receiving this level of attunement to participate in a self-healing journey, delivering Reiki to one's past lives, at conception, at birth, at 1-year-old, at 2 years old, etc., until reaching the present day. Reiki can also be delivered to an event or a time in the future. Whether launching an event or special project, or penetrating every word that you are now reading, Reiki healing can be transmitted to anything or anyone. Other common uses of Reiki include blessing our food, healing our pets, clearing stagnant energies in physical spaces, and releasing energetic cords and ties with others. The possibilities really are truly endless, but there are 2 instances where I have found distance Reiki to be truly invaluable, with burn victims and those who have experienced sexual assault or physical trauma. Attunement to distance Reiki allows a practitioner to deliver energy healing to individuals for whom physical touch may not be possible or appropriate. In my humble opinion, deep soul healing cannot be forced. One must feel emotionally and energetically safe within the depths of their nervous system to bring about any willingness for healing and growth. In cases such as these, Reiki can provide an opportunity to begin healing gently and subtly. Reiki healing resonates with me in a way that Western medicine never could. I'm not the type of person who is interested in a pill or a Band-Aid for my problems. Coming from decades of numbing and substance abuse, I am much more interested in an integrative and holistic approach that is going to allow me to address the root cause of the issue. When I know better, I can do better. And when we heal ourselves, we heal the world.